All right, so I've been wanting to make a video kind of discussing some things I know about dog training and sort of, I guess you can say, science behind dogs. Um, I'm not sure exactly how good the quality of this, audio-wise is going to be. I'm recording this off my phone, so I apologize if you get any, I don't know, disturbances. Um, but anyways, to the point. I want to talk about a conversation I had as I was walking Coda, a little French bulldog. If anyone has seen some videos I might post, I have a dog walking business, dog training business. I walk this little French bulldog, really cute dog, Coda, super smart. It's also really friendly. And as I was walking him, I saw a lady who was walking some kind of terrier. I didn't really get the exact name of the breed from her, but I know it was a kind of terrier. And she was telling me how she went to the vet. Well, let me backtrack. When I first saw her, the dog was, kind of pulling toward Coda. But I saw, I can kind of tell from the body language a bit. I mean, I'm not perfect about it, but I can kind of tell the dog wasn't, aggressive or going to try and hurt Coda at all. And she even said that the dog was friendly, and I can kind of see it. And I let them meet, and she was talking to me and telling me how her vet was telling her, like, oh, why would you get a terrier? I mean, what in the right mind would make you want to do that? They're really, she used the term feisty. They're really feisty dogs, and there is some truth to that. They can be pretty feisty. I don't know how to flip this around. Chino's over there walking in the snow. But Chino's a terrier. He's a American Pit Bull Terrier. And the thing with terriers and the feistiness, as she was saying, the dogs can get stressed. And some of the need to sort of run at things is from stress. I specifically like to say it as the fight or flight response. A lot of people have probably heard that before, fight or flight. But either way, whether the dog goes into fight mode and it's trying to bite something or it's trying to pull you and get rid of whatever it is that it's trying to run at. For Chino, sometimes it's a deer. He doesn't like the deer. He likes to chase him. He's a terrier. Or if it's flight and the dog gets scared and he tucks his tail in, he starts shivering all around, and he's just so, scared, so feisty, as the lady said, just so scared. It's fear. And again, that comes from fight or flight. Now, later on in this walk, as I started going around, I passed another person who just had the dog out in a chain. It was a Rottweiler, just a few houses up from where we were about to get to bring Coda back to his house from the walk. And she's having this whole conversation with the dog. Is like, oh, hi, Chino. He wanted to interrupt and show his model self. Anyways, she's having this whole conversation with the dog. Didn't you see what happened last time you barked at the dog and then you became a little baby and just wanted to go back inside? It's like, well, let's break down what's really happening inside that dog's mind. The dog, any dog, it doesn't matter if it's a Rottweiler, a Terrier, a Pit Bull, a Doberman, or whatever dog. If your dog is trying to growl and lunge towards something, yes, you can see it as aggression. You can see it as violence in the dog, and it certainly looks that way. I mean, it certainly does. But the reason for it is for fear. It doesn't matter if the dog is in fight mode and trying to growl and lunge. It doesn't matter if the dog is in flight mode. I keep moving my hands and I'm not even putting in the video. But it doesn't matter if the dog's in flight mode and the tail's tucked in and he's shivering and trying to hide behind you. The dog is scared. That's the reason for it. It's not for every single time. Sometimes the dog just really gets excited. Labradors and sometimes look very frustrated, and then they come up and they're like, oh, finally, you let me go see the dog. I get to play. Sometimes it's that too. I'm not saying this is 100% of the time, but majority of the time, especially if your dog's out on a chain and he's just looking at these dogs who gets to walk all day, the dog is frustrated, or where you start getting those issues of people who say their dog's aggressive, your dog is really fearful. Your dog is scared to death. That is why. That is why you get those reactions about 90% of the time. When I walk my dog, and Chino, what a good boy, he's watching my back, making sure I'm safe. I lost the point I was at. So your dog is really scared. A lot of times, a lot of those reactions are fear. I worked with a cane corso not too long last year, and a lot of what I was working with was how fearful the dog was. But as I worked with him, I was walking him through the kennels, and he was kind of scared of all the loud noises, all the, seeing all these other dogs. He, obviously hasn't been around them. and he wasn't used to it. So I was working on what's called desensitizing. I think I said that right. Desensitizing the dog and getting him used to it. That method wouldn't work with every dog, but I saw that he really wanted to play with the dog and just didn't know how to. He didn't know what to do, and I gave him that chance, and I try to let him very slowly get into it because it is stressful on the dog. But I'm trying to work on getting him used to it, trying to desensitize him and get him to understand it's okay that there's other dogs. Yes, you can be interested. You're not going to be hurt from being interested, and it's okay to socialize. That's a lot of what I worked with that dog. And what I was working on was changing his response to, again, the fight or flight. I'm really changing his response from being fearful to being a little bit more, I like to use the term confident in himself. You can really say in a number of different ways. I'd say it that way. I want the dog to be confident. I want him to know it's okay. I want to stop that response of saying, please, help me get away, grr, out, whatever, trying to lunge. I don't want the dog to do that because I know the dog is scared. And that's a lot of what I work on with my training. And it's what I wanted to talk about today. Again, I might make some videos like this. I really want to kind of go more in depth with certain topics. Tell me if you like this video. If you can, like the video, share it if you can. I really want to try and get some of this information out there. I really want to make more videos like this, especially if you guys like it, you like the information. Just like to explain a little bit about what I do with dog training. So again, if you can share, tell me what you like from this video. If you're a dog trainer, tell me if you disagree at certain points. Tell me what you like. I'm doing this halfly to learn, halfly to put some of my own perspective out there. And, again, I like working with dogs. I like helping them. And I really, especially when I know it's fear that stops some of these dogs. And that's the reason why they get euthanized in shelters. That's the reason why they get brought back to shelters. That's the reason people dump them in random places. It's sad to hear. No one wants to talk about it, but it's true. And a lot of it is because of, the fear responses that people don't understand. The dog is fearful. It's going into fight or flight. Whether your dog, everyone, especially when I always get the dogs that are growling and lunging, those are the ones that people bring in. But even the ones that are really fearful, the ones that have their tails tucked in, the ones who, break down every time they see whatever it is. Your dog could be scared of trees for all I know. And that sounds stupid, but it is possible. Who knows how? Who knows why? But it is possible. So again, thank you for listening to my rant. Like and share this video. Thank you for your time. Let me know what you like. Comment below. And thank you. Thank you for your time.